Hey Jim, it's Camille.
Camielle, where you been?
So I've been out here being still and being patient, Jim.
I love it. I love it.
Good to see you. Good to see you. So I'm glad to be back on here. So
I know.
Afraid my membership had already expired.
Expired? It's a lifetime, girl. You know that. Come
okay.
Okay.
So I kind of got frustrated, with trying to look around DC. So what I ended up doing was I realized that I was going to move me and my mom out of her house because it wasn't really safe for her. So I managed to have that happen. And now it's just a question of clearing out the house, getting it zhuzhed up and ready to go. And my parents had an investment property around the corner that I really wanted because it's in a great location. But I was told by the property manager that the tenant, because the tenant was elderly and disabled, that I probably have to pay her to move. A month later, they send me a note saying she moved. So now I've got two properties that I can tell
Airbnb. Listen, Lord, you heard her. She said she was being patient. She's just being patient, right? And amen. That's awesome, Camielle. So now you got your hands full, right?
I got my hands full. Got to figure out how to get the capital into fixing up both places. My mother's house needs less work.
So we're gonna go through numbers and we're gonna talk about that, okay? Because you don't need to be overwhelmed with that. It's a great problem to have, and I'll show you how to work through it without overwhelming yourself, both emotionally, physically, and financially. Okay?
Great.
Wonderful. So 4 rooms times 65 is 260. And then we got the other 3 at 65. Let's say $75 for the other 3. So equals 485. We're gonna multiply that times 30. So when everything is occupied, it's $485. We're gonna multiply that times 30 nights. That's $14,000. We're gonna knock that down to 85%. And when everything is occupied, it's gonna be generating over $12,000 a month. Multiply that times 12. That's $148,000 a year is what it's gonna be generating. Yeah. Wow. And so, patience does pay off, and be careful what you ask for sometimes, because you just might get it.
So one of the things, so the property manager and his wife are, like I said, they're friends of the family, and they haven't in the short-term rental business, but they were thinking about it. So I'm thinking, maybe I want to kind of partner with them, because I know you talk about being there all the time. It's just not physically possible. I can be there as much as possible, but there are going to be times where I'm traveling. I need somebody with eyes on it. What do you think about that?
Well, being there all the time. What do you mean being there all the time?
Well, you talked about, you're there all the time, making sure, the cleaning people are there all the time, making sure everything is in order, nothing crazy is happening.
Camille, I haven't been to one of my places in ages.
Okay.
except the ones in Florida, because we just got here, so I wanted to get around and see them, right? I wanted to see them. That was it. And other than the one that I stayed at, I'm in one right now. But But other than that, no, I haven't been to one of my places in ages. And so, no, I'm not there all the time. When I say we're there all the time, what I mean is my team is there all the time.
Gotcha.
It ain't me.
Okay.
So think about this just for a second. I want you to understand something. You're going to be bringing in $148,000. Camille, you don't need all that.
Yep.
Right? Because there's a little bit of a trade-off. Like if you break just a little bit of that off, and instead of 148, now you're bringing in maybe 135, 130. You still got the majority of it, but what else do you have for that extra 10 or 15,000? You got your peace of mind, you got total freedom, and you have the ability to go and get some more. And someone else is doing all the other stuff that you don't want to do.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
So that's what we do. We just break a little bit of that off and bless others that really have, a passion for doing that stuff, and that's their genius place, right? That
And
way it
a lot
allows
of
you to stay in yours.
Yeah, and a lot of that's going to go into the remodels on my father's house, which is older and needs a lot of work.
Yeah.
Before that's ready.
Yeah. So, but again, that's, you know, just so you understand that. So with that, like, you talk about this property manager and us being there all the time. In the beginning, yes, I do recommend that you are involved in the process in the beginning, because I want you to understand your business. So I encourage you to be involved in the cleaning process and that stuff, because eventually you're going to have cleaners cleaning for you.
Right.
Sooner rather than later.
Yes.
And then, but at least now you know what all's entailed and how you want it done. And then you understand the business, because when you go fully automated, you know, no one can pull the wool over on you, right?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Jim. I hope you're enjoying the series of videos that I'm putting out of my new student hosts. There's a couple that I put out before this, a couple that I'm putting out after as well. It's all real informative stuff to help you in your journey with Airbnb passive income. And if you do enjoy it, I'd ask you to do a couple things. One, if we're on air, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and share the video, and subscribe to the channel. And if you're not on YouTube, go ahead over to the channel and subscribe, like and share the video. Be passive income to be able to support the vision that God's given you for your life. And then also, I don't know if you know, but I also have a semi-private group where, you know, we're in there and we share a lot of things in the group. You're able to kind of see more of what my students are doing, and also what some of the other folks that are doing that are just trying to get started. And if you're already in it, great. You're already in the group. You know what we're doing, and glad to have you. Now, the last thing is this. If you're already in the group, or if you're not in the group and you're not a student, you know, and you like the information that the free information that I'm sharing, and you feel like maybe this would be a great fit for you as far as being able to, you know, do Airbnb passive income without owning property, then schedule a one-on-one with me. I'd love to meet with you. As you know, I love helping people start and grow their $5,000 to $15,000 a month Airbnb passive income business without banks, without experience, and without owning property. And if it is a great fit and I'm able to give you an invitation, because my academy is invitation only, get you enrolled and get you started today. And with that said, I want to thank you for watching, and I look forward to meeting with you and working with you in the very near future. God bless you.